All right, our first speaker for seeking qualification to be a qualified speaker is Marjorie Benesh. September of 1992, Marjorie joined Toastmasters. She's now a member of clubs in 3 different districts. She has held every club officer and continues to serve her club. She has been an area director, a division director, and finance manager in both District 12 and District 100. For 2011 and 12, she was awarded District 12's Toastmaster of the Year. She was a district chief judge for District 100 and a district parliamentarian for District 12. She was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award from both District 100 and District 12. Outside of Toastmaster, Marjorie enjoys morning walks, gardening, reading, and drives to Washington. She has an Associate of Arts degree in accounting, and in 2009, she retired from a 30-year career in banking. Spending time with family and Toastmasters is her new career, presenting a gift of confidence. Marjorie Benesh, a gift of confidence.
Children should be seen and not heard. Can you relate to this? Mr. Jameson, fellow Toastmasters and friends, my 2 brothers and I grew up hearing this. Children should be seen and not heard, especially from my mother, who took this to a higher level. When my mother had friends over for coffee, my 2 brothers would run outside, play ball, ride on their bikes. Not me. I wanted to be part of the ladies' coffee group. I had my own young ladies' coffee. I liked it. Later, I found out it was tea with cream and sugar. But I wanted to be part of the ladies' group. I wanted to say a few words. Shh. Seen and not heard. Shh. Seen and not heard. Then one day, I still tried, get in a word or two. But one day it was, shh, you don't know what you're talking about. That broke my heart, broke my confidence, my self-worth. But I still wanted to be part of the ladies' group. So when Mother had friends over for coffee, I learned to sit quietly until I got my confidence back. Yes, I got my confidence back. How, you might ask? First, getting good grades in school. Second, Toastmasters. Third was 2 words. Just 2 words that wiped out 60 years of shh, seen and not heard, or shh, you don't know what you're talking about. My parents were married for 65 years. When they quit driving, I spent most of Saturdays and Sundays at their house, taking them to the store, to museums, to church, or out for a drive. Both Mother and Dad enjoyed drives in our local mountains here, especially my dad. And that's a speech for another time. One Saturday morning, about 11 a.m., I went over to their house in Upland. Mother was 87 years old. Dad was 96 years old. They were still in bed, snuggled up together. It brought joy to myself to see them snuggled up in bed. On the side of the bed, on Dad's side of the bed, there was a tray with a rose in a bud vase and leftover breakfast dishes. Dad had taken Mother breakfast in bed. I wish I had somebody to do that for me. But I looked at Mom and Dad. I said, get up, it's 11 o'clock. The day's half gone. Dad looked at Mom. Who's the boss of this house? Mom looked over at Dad. Then Mom looked at me and pointed to me. She is. 2 words. She is. Wiped out 60 years of shh, seen and not heard, or shh, you don't know what you're talking about. 2 words that wiped out 60 years and really boosted my confidence. What words do you say to boost someone's confidence? Why would you give a gift of confidence? To help someone succeed. How do you start? First, build a rapport. Second, build trust. Third, give the gift. You might see a young person in the community, or a colleague at work, or a Toastmaster friend in one of your clubs who is lacking in confidence or may have a bit of a low self-worth. Give the gift of confidence and re-give it and re-give it for success. So first, establish a connection, build a rapport, share personal stories. Maybe your friend, colleague, or Toastmaster is a bit quiet, hesitant to speak out. You start. Share a personal story. One of my favorite personal stories, why I joined Toastmasters. First of all, I was invited to a club by a friend, so invite people. Table topics was explained to us, and I was intrigued. I thought, sure, I could do this. I was asked if I wanted to participate in table topics. Well, yes, of course. After I see a couple of examples, my turn came. I stepped up to the lectern thinking I got this. I would, if maybe, so I don't think I had 3 coherent words together. I don't think I spoke more than 20 seconds when I sat down, but everybody in the room was encouraging. A good first try, they said. You spoke longer than I did on my first topics, someone else said. I was intrigued by the responses that came after mine. They were all different questions, but exciting responses. And here I was thinking, I've got a college education, I read, I should be able to say something. I took an application with me when I left that meeting. It was a morning meeting before work. 45 minutes after my for 20 seconds driving to work, I thought, I could have said, it took me 45 minutes to think of a 1-minute answer. A Toastmasters is a gift of confidence. Who in your life, who has you seen that needs a boost of confidence, a boost of self-worth? Do you reach out and touch them with a gift of confidence? Are you meeting with them time and time again to build that connection, to build that rapport? It may take more personal stories and more personal stories. Sometimes I ask new Toastmasters about their hobbies or how they spend their fun time or leisure time. Or I ask them about a shining moment. Will you share one of your shining moments? I've been asked to share some of mine. One of my first shining moments was a personal confidence booster for me. I finally got table topics. Several years after I joined Toastmasters, of course, I won the area table topic contest. I went on and won Division A table topic contest. I still remember the question. You are nominated for Best Actor Oscar, but you didn't get it. What do you say in your interview after the Oscars are over? I don't remember the exact words, but I remember the tone. I remember saying, all of the nominees are fabulous, but the lady who won, Josephine, had charisma and skills far above the others. She was a humanitarian, involved in the community. She had a good word for everyone off camera. She was well deserving to win. She's my mother. And I won that division table topics. It was a shining moment for me. So encourage your colleagues who are quiet, who are hesitant, who need that boost of confidence, or a young person or a Toastmaster friend. Encourage them to share a shining moment. We all have them, even if it's a brief, short moment. Another moment I like to share, a shining moment. May 2010, I was on stage in a ballroom, District 12's International Speech Contest. There I am on stage. My 99-year-old dad is in the audience. And while I'm on stage, I hear him and see him. That's my daughter. That's my daughter. 3 words. That's my daughter. 3 words gave me a boost while I was there on stage. I placed 3rd. I was pleased with my 3rd place placing, but to top the day off, my dad and I danced the night away. Another shining moment. When you share your personal moments, you encourage your friends, your colleagues, your Toastmasters to share theirs. You are building and building that trust. Then it's time to give the gift. I received a gift of confidence last year. Last August, I received a text. Would you be our keynote speaker? What? This text came from Jeremiah. We don't text. My thought was his phone was hacked, or he must have keyed in the wrong number. I'm not a mucky muck. I'm not a past district director or a region advisor, or nowhere close to an international director. So it must be a mistake. I picked up the phone and called Jeremiah. Thankfully, he answered. Is that text for real? Yes. Jeremiah wanted me to be the keynote speaker, a 30-minute speech at District 12's awards banquet. Jeremiah gave me a gift. I trusted Jeremiah. We had connected before, we had worked together, but he had built my trust and I trusted his choice. I said yes, and I did give my speech, and that is another shining moment. 6 words. Will you be our keynote speaker? 6 words that boosted my confidence, brought joy to me, gave me a feeling of success. What words will you use when you see someone who might be lacking a little in confidence or have a little low self-esteem? What words will you use? How will you give your gift of confidence? Because you are a Toastmaster. I know that each one of you can take a play from Jeremiah's playbook and offer a gift to a young person, to a colleague, to a Toastmaster. In our Toastmaster clubs, have a new member be a keynote speaker at an anniversary meeting or at an open house. That's a simple gift of confidence you can give to a new member. At work, when you have a project to present to senior management, have one of your team members, different team members, present different parts of the project. You can sum it up. You can top off the gift by having one of your team members close that sale. So be on the lookout of how you can use your gift of confidence. In one of my clubs, we have a fairly new member. She's been a Toastmaster for several months now. Mary joined Toastmasters like many of us. I joined because I couldn't answer table topics, but many of us joined because afraid of public speaking or speaking out at work. Mary joined Toastmasters because of a fear of public speaking. She attended meetings regularly for at least 3 months before her icebreaker. She did a wonderful job. We could see a bit of nerves in the cracking of her voice, but she did a wonderful job. Then finally, a couple months later, she gave her second speech about steps she takes to help her improve day by day. I was impressed by her thoughts, her organization, and her ideas. I asked Mary to be my evaluator at my next speech. She said, "Who, me? You're an experienced speaker. I'm brand new." Mary, you have wonderful ideas. You gather your thoughts well. I would be honored to have you be my evaluator. Her eyes lit up. Her smile got bigger. She was my evaluator at my next speech. She did an admirable job. But since then, she blossomed. Her speeches have been stronger. Her table topics have been stronger. She's taking on all the roles of a meeting just by asking her to be my evaluator. Will you be my evaluator? You have those words to give a gift of confidence that can be re-given and re-gifted and re-given. What words will you use when you hear "shh, seen and not heard"? or shh, you don't know what you're talking about. What words will you use to give a gift of confidence? For me, there was 2 words. She is. Then there was 3 words. That's my daughter. Then there was 6 words. Will you be our keynote speaker? Words to help someone succeed. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me succeed. When you see someone in need, speak up, speak out, give your words, give your gift of confidence.